I'd like to thank you all for coming out tonight. I wish our regular board meetings were attended like this. When I came into the lot, I said, what are we giving away tonight? Food. I hope we got enough for everybody, but we're going to run into it last. Appreciate you all coming out tonight. Okay, I'd like to call to order the regular meeting of the Board of Trustees for Monday, May 6, 2019. Let the record reflect it is 6:48. Madam Clerk, will you take the roll?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. If you bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. I'm going to go down from my right to left. Trustee Muhammad.
Here.
Trustee Stubbs.
Here.
Trustee House.
Here.
Trustee Denton. Trustee Henyard. And we have informed that Trustee Pearson will not be here this evening.
That's correct. We have 5 trustees. Let the record reflect our village attorney here, our department heads, and of course yourself, Madam Clerk. We have a quorum. We will go forward with the meeting. If everyone would stand, and I would like to direct you to that wall for our Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge of allegiance to the States of America, one nation, indivisible. Okay, if you would remain standing, I'd like to have our Commissioner Donna Miller lead us in prayer tonight.
Thank you. Thank you all for being here tonight. So may God bless us tonight on this auspicious occasion and take care of our village officials as well as our residents of Dolton. Thank God for all of you showing up tonight. And we pray that we will all remain successful, cordial, and joyous as this new administration takes on. So God bless.
Amen. You can all be seated now. Thank you. First thing on the agenda is general announcements.
May I be recognized, Mayor?
And what is that for, Trustee?
Announcement. General announcement.
What type of announcement, sir?
A general announcement to the public and to the board that has been submitted. I'd like to make it public, please.
Now, was that the email that you sent to several of us today?
That is correct. I'd like to make it public to the public, please.
Okay, well, what we're going to do with that email, since it's so long, we're going to have you submit it for the minutes, but I'm not going to let you read it tonight.
Point of information.
I'm not going to let you read it tonight, Trustee.
Point of information,
Trustee.
Attorney. I have an announcement to make. It's on the agenda. This is a public record for the public. Point of information, Attorney Murphy.
Trustee, it's very lengthy. We've heard you for the last 4 years.
Greetings to all of you. I started my service for the
we're
Village
not,
of Dolton
we're
as
not
an employee, a
you're
part-time
not going to
basis.
read that
As a personal
tonight.
trainer of the
Trustee,
Melanie Fitness Center back
Trustee,
in 2003, media director in 2013, finally as a trustee in 2015.
You're not going to read that tonight, Trustee. You're not going to read that tonight, Trustee. We're not going to have a farewell tour here tonight. Any other general announcements?
I want the public to see what the mayor just
Any other
stated.
general announcements? Okay, the next thing on the agenda is village clerk report.
I'm back on.
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Trustees, I have 3 board meeting minutes for approval this evening. I know that a couple of the trustees were absent for at least 1 or 2 of these meetings, so what I would ask is a motion to approve, separately to approve each, the first being the March 18th, 2018 regular board meeting. Is there a motion to approve the minutes?
Motion to approve the minutes.
Second.
It's been motioned by trustee Jason House and seconded by trustee Deborah Denton that we approve the minutes.
Of the March 18th, 2018 regular
March 18th
board.
regular board meetings. Any discussion? No discussion, roll call.
Trustee Muhammad?
No.
Trustee Stubbs?
Yes.
Trustee
Aye.
House? Thank you.
Aye.
Trustee Denton? Trustee Henyard?
5 ayes, motion carries.
And then the next is the April 1st regular board meeting. I would ask for a motion to approve those minutes.
Can I get a motion to approve April 1, 2019?
I'd like to make a motion to approve April 1st minutes.
Okay, it's been motioned to approve April 1st regular board meetings. Any discussion? And it's been seconded also by trustee House. Any discussion? No discussion, roll call.
Trustee Muhammad?
No.
Trustee Stubbs?
Aye.
Trustee House?
Aye.
Trustee Denton? Trustee Henyard?
Motion carries, 5 ayes. Next thing on the agenda,
One more, Mayor. The minutes of the regular board meeting of April 15th, 2019. If I may
okay,
have a motion.
can I get a motion to approve April 15 regular board meetings?
I make a motion to approve the regular board meeting.
Second.
Okay, it's been motioned by trustee Denton and seconded by trustee Stubbs to approve the April 15 regular board meetings. Any discussion? No discussion, roll call.
Trustee Muhammad?
Aye.
Oh, threw me off. Okay. Trustee Stubbs?
Aye.
Trustee House?
Aye.
Trustee Denton?
Aye.
Trustee Henyard? Thank you.
Okay, 5 ayes, motion carries. Next thing on the agenda is communications.
There is one item before the board that I received after the board packet went out from Dolton Elite Basketball. That should be in the same pile, for lack of a better word, with the board meeting minutes. Coach Woods submitted this request for tag days on May 11th, 2019, which is next week, at 1000 East Sibley Boulevard, which is Sibley and Greenwood, and also at Sibley and Lincoln Avenue for Dolton Elite Basketball. And I would ask for a consensus or a vote if someone wishes to make a motion.
Let me see that again.
I would like to make a motion that we allow Dolton Elite Basketball to have tag day on that particular day.
Second.
That would be May 11th.
Okay, it's been a motion to
Second.
to approve, a motion and a second to approve the Dolton Elite Basketball tag day for May 11th, Saturday. Any discussion? No discussion, roll call.
Trustee Muhammad?
Aye.
Trustee Stubbs?
Aye.
Trustee House?
Aye.
Trustee Denton?
Aye.
Trustee Henyard?
Motion carried, 5 ayes. Okay, engineers report for the sake of time tonight. No report this evening. Okay, for the sake of time tonight, we're going to bypass all the department reports. Is there anything else that any trustee would like to say other than the information, to give information other than the reports, department reports?
Yes, Mayor, can I be recognized?
Now, I hope it's not for the same.
Mayor, can I be recognized,
I hope
please?
it's not for the same thing.
Mayor, would you please control this meeting? Can I be recognized?
No, you cannot.
We have a
No,
finance,
no.
we have a finance report that the public needs to know about, Mayor.
Okay, all right, that's fine. Is it a finance report?
There's also a water bill report that the public needs to be privy to. It's on the agenda and
Well,
it should
then-
be stated as such.
Then what we're going to do is, we're going to bypass those two reports tonight, and we're going to allow the new board at the next meeting to talk about those reports.
Mayor, may I
Okay.
be recognized?
The next thing on...
Excuse me, Mayor, may I be recognized? You said, did anyone have anything to say?
If it's not on the agenda, there's not much for you to say, trustee. Yeah. Trustee, we're going to get through this. We're going to swear these new board members in, and we're going to get about the business of moving on forward. Okay? Next thing on the agenda is old business, and that's the override of my mayoral veto block by block program. Trustee Henry.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you guys for coming out. The reason why I put this on the agenda is to override the mayor's veto. I structure a program that benefits you, the residents, to benefit from a house here in the village of Dolton for $5,000. You will have complete ownership of that house. You will own it free and clear. The village will remove the back taxes from it, and it will be your home. So if you got a loved one that lives in your basement, grandma, auntie, anybody, you can purchase that home for them. And then on the other side, it is the free and the dollar houses, and that is structured towards the investor. But the catch with that is you have to do a 75-25 split with the village. Basically, I would like to make a motion to override the mayor's veto.
Okay, it's a motion to override my veto. Is there a second?
Second.
It's been motioned and seconded to override my veto. Now it's discussion time. Anybody want to discuss anything? I do. The reason that I vetoed this plan was that if you really want to help the residents, why are you selling the residents the house for $5,000 and selling the investor the house for $1,000? And then secondly, there's a program in place right now that some of these trustees voted in. That's not even cleared up yet. We may wind up in litigation until we extinguish that other program to try to allow this program to go forward. But I thought if you wanted to help the residents, why are they paying more for the money, paying more for the house than the investor paying? And what we're looking to do is, we need to maybe have a program like this, but what we're looking to do is to make this community more residential than for investors. We have a number of investors, and I'm an investor here too. We have a number of investors that have invested in property here, and it winds up being a lot of tenant-based. And if you own a house here, you've been here for 25, 30 years, in some occasions you don't know who your neighbor gonna be, and you're gonna have a different neighbor every 2 to 3 years. So we wanna encourage people to buy here, young couples to buy here, so we'll know, in fact, that they may get a 30-year mortgage, a 20-year mortgage, they're gonna be here for a while. So that was a couple of the reasons that I vetoed this. So, and I want our village attorney to speak in behalf of what's in place right now and why we can't do this program now.
The village is presently stuck with this program that, for those of you who regularly come to meetings, has been referred to as the BP Capital Program. Under this program, which I think the board will be considering eliminating, the BP Capital has indirectly come into possession, using the village's name and credit, of about 30 homes. And the original goal of this was to get properties back in the hands of Dolton residents. To date, virtually all of these properties have been sold to out-of-the-area investors, including investors from River Forest, Northbrook, and Frankfurt. It's not doing what the village wants this program to do. Right now, the village, other than these BP properties, which are held up by them, we don't have any properties to give to any people. We don't have any properties to offer any people. So we are not at the point where an individual resident of the village or even an investor can walk in and say, here's my $1,000, where's my house? We don't have the properties.
Thank you. Any further discussion?
Yes.
Go ahead.
I don't appreciate you guys confusing the residents. BP Capital has nothing to do with what's on the agenda, which is block by block program. It's a program that I structure for a community, for residents. And the way I structure it, you keep saying, why would I not give it to the residents for free? Because the point of the matter is we have to make money, Mayor. So in order to do that, I structure where we make $5,000 off the top, and they can do what they want with their house. We don't control that. And then for the investor, those homes need the most work. So that's like furnace, hot water tank, a roof, raccoons living in it, etc. So that's why that's structured in that manner. And that program, that person has to show $20,000 in the bank account stating that they can afford to do the work on the property. That's the way the two programs are structured. But I do want the community to benefit first. You saying the opposite, you want to strictly give it to investors, and I do not. I want the people to benefit, because there's a lot of people that live in the community that do want to move their child next door to them or stay within the community, and that's the way I want to keep it.
I never said I wanted to give the property to investors. I never said that. And you're talking about we need to make money. You're exactly right. And when some of these board members gave those houses to BP Capital for zero, and we don't get zero for them, that's not a way that we can be financially sound and gain some revenue, which is what is badly needed here in this town. So you can't put another program in place when you've got one in place where we risk the chance of being sued and bear some liability here until this other program is out. So where do we get the houses from that's already been designated for this BP Capital that some of this board, and even yourself, voted to give to them? How do we do that?
Mayor, I've been working on this program since October of last year, where I obtained votes from this board to move forward with this program. Now, from there, it has been nothing but fighting amongst the board to remove this program with yourself and not give the houses to the residents. I really want to put this program in place and move forward.
That's fine, but you heard the legal opinion here, and you still want to go against the legal opinion.
Mayor, BP Capital.
We hired our attorney to represent us and to keep us out of so many liability states that we've been in so many times. We've been sued and wind up and having to pay thousands of dollars to settle cases, and in many cases we shouldn't even be involved in them. So I always try to take the safe avenue and try to limit the risk that we place ourselves in.
Well, Mayor, BP Capital has nothing to do with this. In fact, the attorney structured the law for me, wrote the ordinance for me, and now all of a sudden it's an issue. If it was an issue, I would not have moved forward before I spoke to the attorney.
Mayor, can I be recognized?
Well, you heard the attorney's opinion tonight. Go ahead, trustee.
Well, my question is, would it be possible to take a pilot of about 5 homes to try this out, or is that something that maybe Attorney Murphy you would recommend against?
Well, you just heard him say we got to get out of one program in order to get into another program. So until we do that, I don't think we can go forward with this program. And the board can take the vote, you know, however you feel like voting tonight. But all I'm going to say is that we're going to revisit this, and I'm just not going to go forward and put us in a liability state. Any further discussion? Roll call.
On the motion to override the mayor's veto of the block-by-block program, Trustee Muhammad.
No.
Trustee Stubbs.
No.
Trustee House.
No.
Trustee Denton. Trustee Denton, aye. Trustee Pearson, absent. Trustee Henyard. 3 nays, 2 ayes. Veto stands.
I'm not sure what the vote was, I'm sorry.
3 nays, 2 ayes.
Okay. The veto stands.
Correct.
Okay, thank you. Next thing on the agenda is all right. Next thing on the agenda is the administration of the oath of office to our new trustees by Justice, Appellate Court Justice Nathaniel House. I'm gonna do it over here. Mario, you still here? Just give me a second. Can I have our new trustees elect come forward, please? And then after they get sworn in, you can clap again. Come on up, Tammy, Andrew. Yeah. We'll do it together. Okay. Well, some of you know the history of the last 6 years of my administration. And some of you warned those members of the board that you weren't happy with the way some of the things were going. And then you know what happened? An election happened. And many of you spoke at that election. That's why we got a new board. And I'm going to say this board, we're going to move this village forward. All that personal stuff against me, and I wasn't even running. I appreciate you, all of those that believed in me and voted for me for a second term. This gentleman right here. This gentleman right here has been with me for the 6 years. He's the one that bought you the upgrades of Channel 4, Channel 99, website, communication. And somebody chose to eliminate him. So what better way to bring them back to you than being elected? And you know, when you're in office, nobody gave me a manual on how to be mayor. I don't get it all right all the time. But you try to put people around you that's smarter than you. You try to put people around you that got the knowledge in other areas, because it's all part of the pie. You can't run the place with a half a pie. And you can't run the place with one person get the biggest portion of the pie. But I'm going to tell you, I know this man. I know his heart. I know what he did in the last 6 years when I call him at 2 o'clock in the morning and his wife right here got to put up with it. Got to put up with it. But you need good people, because it don't always happen between 9 and 5. And the most important thing is when you call, they answer the phone. What you need, Mayor, where we got to go, what we got to do. And that's to bring it to you. That's who we work for. We work for you. And then Tammy. You know what, Tammy ain't going to get elected. Tammy not going to get elected. Nobody knows her. But I'm going to tell you, Tammy's been an employee for UPS for 31 years. Has hired over 10,000 people. And you talk about we need employment, that's why she was on the slate. Because she know how to do it. When I took office, we was at 17.6% unemployment here. Those new businesses that came here, we demanded they hired our residents. And they did. We have 5.6% unemployment right here in the village of Dolton. Because they want something too. And you got to support these businesses. You got to support these businesses. After this election, and we won the election, I started getting phone calls, Mayor, we want to open up businesses. We're going to stay here. We want to move here. Because those businesses want a friendly board to work with. And they got it. Somebody didn't listen when y'all said, okay, we don't want that, but we gonna see you on election day. So somebody didn't listen. That's why y'all here tonight. Now, our next board meeting is the 3rd Monday of May. So none of y'all get out of here unless you come to the 3rd meeting in May. Now, you came in, it was free for you to come in, but you gotta pay to get out. And I want you to start coming to these meetings. You're gonna be much calmer, and we're gonna get stuff done, and we're not gonna keep you there at 1 o'clock in the morning. Because y'all got things to do too, and so do I. Now, some of you may know this gentleman, feel you know him, you've seen him on TV. You know, they say he don't live here, we're gonna object to him going on the slate. Well, we proved all that. He wind up on the slate, and he's standing up here because he got elected. Because he got elected. And guess why I put him on the slate? Because we have to address some of the things that happen here in Dolton that may be on a criminal level. And over the years, Andrew Holmes has been out here helping in communities. And he's kind of like the old Russ Ewing. You know, some of you remember Russ Ewing? I'm going to turn myself in, but I'm afraid to turn myself into the police, so I'm going to turn myself into Russ Ewing, even though I know I'm going, but maybe they'll handle me a little gentler. That's why we got Andrew Holmes. So here it is, right here. Communications, you're going to know what's going on. Jobs, and public safety. What better combination can you have than that? So here's someone that's been a friend of mine for a very long time. Come on up, Justice. This is Justice House from the appellate court. When I first got sworn in, this is who I called. When the next team came in, this is who I called. Guess who I called today? Now, Justice House is running for the Supreme Court. Now, I can't make this political. I'm not going to make it political. But his last name is spelled H-O-W-S-E. Going to be on the ballot for Supreme Court. And I trust him being here tonight, and I hope that you trust him further on. So without further ado, he's a friend of the village. Justice House, I'd like you to administer the office of the oath here for these, our new trustees.
Thank you, I'd be honored. Ladies and gentlemen, please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name, having been elected to the office of trustee of the Village of Dolton in the County of Cook, do solemnly swear or affirm that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of Illinois, and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the office of trustee, Village of Dolton, to the best of my ability. Congratulations.
Madam Clerk. Madam Clerk.
If you love Dalton, let me hear you scream.
When you take me by the hand, tell me you love me, man. Will you give me all your love?
All right.
And do it, babe, very much to
You love Dalton, wave your hands in the air.
That's the way, I like it. That's the way, I like it. That's the way, I like it.
That's right.
That's the way,
Andrew. All right. Yeah. It's gonna be all right.
when we're all alone. When you whisper sweet in my ear. When you turn me on. Oh, that's the way.
Okay,
The new Dalton.
okay.
All right.
All right, you can talk to all the new trustees later. We want to get on with our program. I want to thank you all for coming tonight. I want to thank you all that supported this ticket. I got no doubt they're going to bring positive things to the village of Dalton. I want to bring a person up here right now. He's got to go. Mario, would you please come on up? This is Mario Reed. Mario, right here. This is Mario Reed. Mario has been a frequent visitor to Coffee with the Mayor. He has single-handedly helped many of our residents get refunds on their property taxes. Mario will be at our Coffee with the Mayor this Saturday. He has left Cook County. He's opened up his private business. But I'm going to say, if you got a problem with your taxes, this is the man you want to see. Because he's going to guide you in the right direction. And if there's anything out there for you to get a refund back, he's going to make sure that he happens for you. You know, can I get all the elected officials up here, please? We got a couple of judges in the house. I want to recognize them. Commissioner Donna Miller. We supported Donna Miller. Her husband is a former state representative and a business owner in Dalton. David Miller, his dental office is up on Sibley Boulevard near Woodlawn. And I'm gonna let everyone introduce themselves real short, and I'm gonna let Mario talk just a couple of minutes, and he's got to go to another appointment.
Hello, everyone. My name is Latricia Payne, and I'm a candidate for judge in the 1st Judicial Subcircuit, which includes a large part of Dalton. I want to say congratulations to the newly elected trustees. I'm excited to see what exciting changes are going to happen in Dalton. Thank you.
I just want to thank all the new trustees and the former trustee, the mayor, and we want to keep this village moving forward. My name is Lester Long, and Commissioner of the Dalton Park District, Vice Chair of the Illinois Association of Park Districts.
Hello again, Dalton. I'm Cook County Commissioner Donna Miller of the 6th District. Part of Dalton is actually in the 6th District, so I thank you all for all your support. Mayor Rogers, congratulations on your newly elected board. I look forward to continuing to partner with Dalton as we also move Dalton forward and Cook County forward.
Good evening, everybody. First of all, I want to say congratulations to the newly elected members of the Dalton Board. My name is DeAndre Tillman. I'm the alderman in Calumet City, right here adjacent to Dalton. I look forward to working with Dalton as an elected leader that is in a city right next to you guys, because often we are overlooked in the Southland because the city of Chicago takes a lot of the resources. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to working with Mr. Rogers, and again, thank you all for having me.
That's one of our elected officials from next door, Calumet City. And as we border other communities, we have to work with other communities because guess what? We all got the same problems.
Hello, Dalton. Hello, Mayor. Hello, brand new council. I know a few of these people on here already. But I am Will Tillman. I am a school board member, School District 149. I cover about half of Dolton. I'd like to say congratulations to everyone, to the mayor and the whole new council. I look forward to doing some collaboration with the village, because we have things that with the school district and the village can work together on. So I'm looking forward to things to get together on things and make some things happen. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Nathaniel House. I'm a justice of the Illinois Appellate Court, and this first thing I would like to do is congratulate the new board, the mayor, in his successful campaign, and the new trustees. I wish them the best going forward in their endeavors. The mayor mentioned earlier, I am looking for a promotion to the Supreme Court. We'll hear more about that. The election is in March of 2020, but I tell people it's a long way away, but you can remember 5 little words that help me, and that is House is in the house. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, elected officials. Thank you for coming. Thank you for your support. These are the people that we have to work with that make things happen. I want you to visit the Park District. The Park District Commissioner Lester Long. The Park District have put up an amazing building there. When you do your activities, you want to rent places, make sure you look at the Park District, and make sure you look at this Dorchester. You know, weddings, repasses, and things like that. We have to support our own. So, Mr. Reed.
Greatest of evenings, everyone. I too would like to say congratulations to the newly elected trustees. And one of the things that I love most about Dolton is that I've probably sat through close to 45 to 50 recent elected officials, and none of them had anywhere close to this kind of turnout. So give yourselves a round of applause, because this is exactly the kind of community engagement which is imperative. So I'm going to be speaking on this upcoming Saturday, thanks to Mayor Rogers, but I really quickly want to kind of high level talk about a few things. How many homeowners do we have in the room? Okay, excellent. And how many of you have recently checked your chain of title to make sure that someone has not stolen your home? Okay, so about 150 hands went up the first time, and less than 50 hands went up the second time. In Cook County, it is extremely easy for someone to steal your home. All they have to do is print a deed out from their computer saying that you gave your house to them out of the goodness of your heart. They go and get it notarized at the currency exchange for $1. They take it into Markham Courthouse. They pay $54 to get it recorded, and they have just stolen your home. Just that simple. They then wait for you to leave and go to an excellent event at the Dorchester. They break in, they change the locks, and they have just stolen your home. That's simple. When you get home, you put your key in the door, it does not turn, and your house has officially been stolen on paper and in person. However, there is a way for you to make sure that that does not happen to you, and it is free. Who likes free? There we go. All you have to do is go to the website of cookrecorder.com and sign up for the free property fraud alert. It is a 100% free service which will protect your home from being stolen. If anything is recorded against your property's chain of title, you will receive an email and a phone call telling you so. It is imperative that you do that, 1, because it's free, and 2, it will protect your home from being stolen. So that's something in which I'm going to explain more on Saturday. In addition to that, tax bills are getting ready to come out. The second installment will be coming out soon. Because of that, it is imperative for any seniors to make sure that you have your exemptions. I will be going over that as well. And then the cost to record a document is going up in Cook County. It's going to be doubling come May 20th. If you have not added a beneficiary to your home to ensure that if something happens to you and you pass away, it automatically goes to them, you still have time to do that before the price doubles. So this Saturday, I'll be covering everything. Thank you to the new trustees and this entire board. Thank you to Mayor Rogers, and thank you to the Village of Dolton.
Thank you all. Some of my friends wanted to congratulate me. I want you to look at the video.
This is Mayor Steve Benjamin, the Mayor of Columbia, South Carolina, and President of the United States Conference of Mayors. I want to congratulate Mayor Rogers on the seating of his new trustees and just tell all the people of Dolton, we so look forward to continuing to work together to make all of our cities across this country better. Having a good, strong relationship with our council is so essential for every mayor. And I want to encourage everyone to work together. Let's do some great things together. May God bless you and keep you.
Hello, I'm Richard C. Irvin, Mayor of the City of Aurora, and I want to congratulate Mayor Rogers on his new slate of aldermen. It's not easy being mayor, but it's important to have a strong and supportive council, and it's important to support the mayor's agenda. So I want to say congratulations again, and I look forward to working with you.
This is Sylvester Turner, Mayor of the City of Houston. I want to congratulate Mayor Rogers on the selection of his new trustees. Look, it's a daunting task, but I know you've got a good team to work with. All the best in Dolton, Illinois.
Hi, my name is Frank Scott Jr., Mayor of the City of Little Rock, Arkansas. Here with my friend Mayor Rogers from the City of Dolton. I want to congratulate first his new slate of board members who have now joined, so congratulations to you. While talking with Mayor Rogers, he shared with me about Mayor Shaw, who was formerly from Arkansas that moved to the City of Dolton, and the great Arkansas reunion that goes on each and every year. So I want to wish you well on another Arkansas reunion. It's always good to have Arkansas roots in Illinois. Thank you.
Hello, how are you all doing? Listen, I'm Mayor Diane Delaware from Yazoo City, Mississippi, and I want to congratulate you on coming in to work with Mayor Rogers. I'm sure that you're going to do a wonderful service for your town, and hopefully I can come by and see you after you have gotten started and truly know what it's like to be this new council. So congratulations and do a great job, okay? Thank you, bye-bye.
Hi there, I'm Betsy Hodges. I'm the former mayor of Minneapolis, Minnesota, with a huge congratulations to Mayor Rogers on his success and on the success of his slate of council members. He knows, you all know how important it is to work together, and I hope you have all the best, and I know you'll have all the best moving forward. Congratulations.
Good afternoon. My name is Anthony Witherspoon, Mayor of the City of Magnolia, Mississippi, and also President of the Mississippi Conference of Black Mayors. I'd like to congratulate Mayor Rogers and his newly elected council members, and I would like to encourage you guys to do all you can to work together as a board to deliver the great services that our constituents and our citizens expect of us to deliver. Congratulations again, and I wish you well in your endeavors.
All right, this is Senator Napoleon Harris. I just want to say congratulations to the new village trustees of the Village of Dolton. I'm happy and excited about the new direction that Dolton is going in. Looking forward to working with them and Mayor Riley Rogers in the future. Thank you and have a great day.
Guess who put that together? Ed. That's what he does. Part of bringing communication out to you. So they've been sworn in. Now you can all hold them accountable. And they're not going to please everybody. They're not going to always please me. But they're going to make the right decision for you and move this village forward. and that's what we need. Now, we have current board members that have a couple more years left on their terms. These new trustees plan on working with those board members. We hope those current board members work with them, and that we continue to move forward. Okay, Madam Clerk. Oh, I want to say one other thing. Elizabeth, why don't you stand up? One of the casualties of this administration was Elizabeth. Some of the board members chose to cut Elizabeth out of the budget, cut Ed out of the budget, cut Scott out of the budget, who Scott has saved us millions of dollars on making repairs here in the village so we don't have to outsource those jobs. Some important people, all because they mad at me. They didn't hurt me, they hurt you all. So my first chance to bring somebody back was to bring Elizabeth back. Let me tell you something. You know, we have people in the office and people that work here don't like her. I don't care about that. I know when I need to call somebody at 2 o'clock in the morning, I need to have somebody stay past 5 o'clock at night. I need to have somebody come in early before 9 o'clock. Bingo. When I leave late and she's still there, I said, Elizabeth, go home and be here tomorrow. No, man, I just want to get this done. Made a big sacrifice. She's a single parent, got a son at home, you know, at the age where he's smelling himself. And she still is able to work and get things done, has bought grants here, has helped many of you residents here, helped many of you. Where you going, Elizabeth? I'm just going to check out Miss Smith's house. She said her house is flooding over there. She has worked on, you know, when she was cut out of the budget and she was struggling, you know, but she got bills too. She went to help on a campaign, and I'm going to say she went to help on County Commissioner's campaign, Tony Preckwinkle, who was unsuccessful in running for mayor, city of Chicago. One thing in this business is about making contacts. It's about networking. It's about meeting people. Those mayors up there, they my friends. When I go to these conferences of mayors, I've been going for the last 5 years. They've invited me to their towns. I've invited them to the city of Chicago. Some of them have came and we've toured the city of Chicago. But guess what? They got the same problems, just on a higher magnitude. Now, we got 25,000 people, but when you got a town that's 2 million people, Houston is getting ready to be the 3rd largest town. We're going to be the 4th. Because people are leaving Illinois so fast. Big reason is property taxes. Big reason is crime. It's a big reason. The weather. I mean, April, we didn't know whether it was spring or December. So I want to just say, it's important to have good people around you. Elizabeth, I can't brag on her enough. I wish I had 10 of her. I got 2 years left on my term because I was term limited. There may be a possibility that we can overturn that and I can run again. I've got support in the Senate and I've got support in the House. The Senate has passed it already. It's going to the House tomorrow. If they say I can run again, I'm going to run again. Because you know why? I'm going to run again because I haven't got a chance to do my job in 6 years. Everybody else wanted to be mayor. They wanted to stop me from being mayor. Now, when the people vote and they voted to elect me, they expect something out of me.
but every given term, 99% of legislation that's come through here has been voted against on me. And this recent campaign where these trustees ran, you would think that I was running. All the other candidates, they was focusing on me. The mayor did this, the mayor did that, he won't do this, he did this, he did that, he did that. How can I do it when you voted against me? I didn't get a chance to do anything. But we're going to do some stuff now. I'm going to tell you. I've already talked to these trustees. Trustees now, they were trustees elected when I talked to them. We're going to make some positive images here, and we're going to, instead of holding press conferences about all the bad things supposedly that this town gets involved in, we're going to make press conferences about the good things that we get involved in. And there's going to be many of them to come. We're going to bring about a lot of programs, and we're going to generate revenue. We're going to pay off the city of Chicago. We're going to pay off our garbage bill, and we're going to have money to do things that we used to do, like fireworks and parades and bingo. That's what we're going to do. And we need your help. Now, we couldn't get elected without the help of volunteers. We got a number of our volunteers here. I can't mention everybody because I'm going to miss somebody. And they're going to be mad at me. But I'm just saying we could not do it without the volunteers. But two people I want to mention right now. I want to mention Trini. Stand up, Trini. A lot of you know Trini. Trini lived in Dolton for a number of years. Her daughter used to be a trustee here. She run our office for our campaign. And then I'm going to mention somebody that's here that he don't think I'm going to mention, and that's Josh Kilroy. Stand up, Josh. Josh ran my first campaign. He ran this campaign. I drive by the campaign office at 12 o'clock at night. He in there. What you doing at 12 o'clock at night? Mayor, I'm getting these people's numbers. I'm putting it together. I want to have these lists ready for when these volunteers come in to make phone calls and they're going on knocking on doors. That's the type of people we need. That's the type of people we need. So, let me get off my soapbox. Where are we at, Madam Clerk? New business. Okay, new business. This is the first thing that these new trustees are going to vote on. And I'm happy about a couple of them. Okay, I'm sorry. New business, ordinance number 19-009, amending section 1-5-4R of the Dolton Village Code, restoring the mayor's authority to hire and terminate employees. Now, let me tell you something about this. Let's get, matter of fact, let's get a motion and a second on this.
Is there a motion to approve ordinance number 19-009, amending section 1-4-5R of the Dolton Village Code?
Motion to approve ordinance 19-009.
Second.
Second.
Okay, it's been motioned and approved to, motioned and seconded to approve ordinance number 19-009, amending section 1-5-4R of the Dolton Village Code, restoring the mayor's authority to hire or terminate employees. Any discussion on this? Yes. Okay.
I have one.
Any discussion?
I had a comment. I want to yield to Trustee Henry.
Go ahead, Trustee.
Mayor, if I could, on this one, I think that this has been something that's been a challenge in terms of us being able to hire and fire. I would like to ask that if this gets passed, if a courtesy email to the board can be sent for new hires and terminations, just as it relates to the budget.
Okay, we'll consider that. Yeah. Trustee Henry?
Yes. My thing is, why is it that you need control over hiring and firing? Why can it not come across the board like it has been?
I'm standing up on that one. It's not the fact of having control. It's the fact this is, I don't like to use the word power, but this is authority that every mayor has. Every mayor. And I'm not a micromanager. All I expect you to do is do your job and do it right. You know, we've had employees that have
have not lived up to what they should be doing. And we've got employees that we can come in and give awards and you do their job and know what it is to keep the job. But all I'm saying is that you don't have to worry about me if you're getting the job done. You know, I'm pro-union, but I don't look for the union to keep my job. It's basically simple. Do your job, know what your job is required, you know what time you're supposed to be there, you know what time you're supposed to get off, and you're pretty much safe. But when you have, and trustees should know their position and their authority. And John, Attorney Murphy, can you give the definition of the duties of a trustee?
Mayor Rogers. The village board is a legislative body, and let me emphasize the term body. The village board is responsible first and all for the budget, second of all for establishing board policy, and third of all by implementing board policy through ordinances. We also have to remember that the Village of Dolton is a municipal corporation. Corporation means business. And a business cannot run if every single employment decision, whether it's to hire a new custodian or to fire somebody who's been absent from work for 7 days in a row, has to go through debate after debate at the legislative level. That interferes with the legislature's ability to do its job, and it interferes with the executive branch's responsibility to run the corporation. So that the purpose of this ordinance is to reinstate into the executive branch, in the role of the mayor, the authority to hire and fire and keep the government moving on a day-to-day basis.
Thank you.
Okay, well, this is for the record, Mary Kay. I cannot and I will not support this ordinance. I do not agree with the mayor solely doing the hiring and firing in the village of Dolton. In the past, history has shown itself that the mayor strictly do political favors. He only hire and fire people that he chooses to. If you don't speak to him, you will get fired. It's real petty, so I cannot support it. And this is for the record, Mary Kay. My vote will be a no on him having hire and fire power.
And you have that right. So how can I fire somebody if they don't speak to me when I didn't have authority to fire somebody? And this is exactly what I'm talking about, working with the board. Now, how come every other mayor has that right? There's not one in the state of Illinois that cannot hire and fire. I'm not looking to hire and fire anybody. I'm looking to get good qualified people to be here, and I expect the people that's here to do their job. It's embarrassing when I go to these meetings and say, man, what they do to you? They took all your power away from you? It's embarrassing. Y'all elected me. The problem is here, some of these board members think they the mayor. That's the problem. Now, if they wanted to run for mayor, they should have ran for mayor. And they need to take all the bullets that the mayor get, all the backstabbing, threats over the phone. I brought Elizabeth back 2 days later, somebody slashed her tires. That kind of nonsense. Petty. Petty. Let's take the vote.
On the motion to approve ordinance number 19-009, and Mayor, I misspoke. It's actually, you were correct. It's section 1-5-4 of the village code. Motion by trustee House, second by trustee Steve, to restore the mayor's authority to hire and terminate employees. I'm going to start at my right. Trustee Brown.
Aye.
Trustee Steve.
Aye.
Trustee House.
Aye.
Trustee Denton. Trustee Holmes.
Aye.
Trustee Henyard. Trustee Henyard is no.
How many is that? It passes. We have
4-1.
4-1. It passed.
And 1 abstain.
And 1 abstain. We got an election coming up in 2 more years. Next thing on agenda number 19, the approval of ordinance number 19-010, amending section 1-6-5 of the Dolton Village Code with respect to meetings of the board, restoring the meeting of the committee of the whole. Can I get a motion?
Motion to approve ordinance 19-010.
Need a second?
Second.
So motion and second to approve ordinance 19-010, amending section 1-6-5 of the Dolton Village Code with respect to meetings and other board. Any discussion? No discussion. What this is doing is that we don't vote at every meeting. Things go on the agenda, we try to get a consensus vote, and then the following meeting, we vote on it. But there's been, in the past, some things that jumped up on the meeting, no discussion, and they vote on it, and it wasn't good for the village. So this allows for the committee of the whole, for things to go on the agenda, we discuss it, and we're in the consensus for the vote the next time it comes up for the meeting. Roll call.
On the motion to approve ordinance number 19-010, restoring the committee of the whole, motion by Trustee House, second by Trustee Steve. Trustee Brown.
Aye.
Trustee Steve.
Aye.
Trustee House.
Aye.
Trustee Denton.
Aye.
Trustee Holmes.
Aye.
Trustee Henyard. Trustee
Motion
Henyard is
carried,
aye.
6 ayes. Next thing on the agenda is ordinance number 19-011, amending section 1-6-7 of the Dolton Village Code with respect to meetings of the board, establishing order of business and standing trust committees. Can I get a motion?
Make a motion to approve ordinance number 19-011.
Is there a second? Tammy?
Second.
Okay. It's been motion and second to approve ordinance number 19-011, amending 1-6-7 of Dolton Village Code with respect to meetings and boards, establishing order of business and standing committees. Any discussion? Yes. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm assuming that Attorney Murphy, you wrote this ordinance?
Yes, he did.
Okay. Now, I have an issue with a couple of things that's in the ordinance. Rule number 8, all standing committees shall consist of 3 members and shall be appointed by the president. The person named first on the committee shall be the chair. I have a problem with that. And then the second part is rule number 9. And that states that the standing committee shall be appointed annually, and the president shall be the chief officer and sit on all committees. So my issue with that, as an elected official, as a trustee, we all have committees, and that is our right. That's what we do. The mayor should not be allowed to appoint. He has appointment powers such as public works, police, and fire. So I don't think he should be able to appoint our committees. We should be able to work amongst ourselves as a board, as a unit, to basically pick what committees we want to chair and be over. And the mayor, I don't understand why he wants to sit on the committee when he have other duties to do as the mayor.
Okay. Here again is another situation where they took my power from me. Every other mayor appoints the committees. So they had to vote. And they established what committees they wanted, who they wanted to put on them, and also, just until recently, these committees started meeting. You know, what's wrong with the mayor having the authority to do what every other mayor has? Every other mayor.
in the whole United States has the authority to appoint his committees. So this is another example where a preview of not wanting to work with me.
That's not true,
I
Mayor.
know. What? Then tell me, why does every other?
I'm explaining
tell
to
me-
you.
tell me
I'm senior trustee for those that don't know me. I'm the youngest person on this board.
Got
I've been on
nothing to
this
do with
board.
it.
Hold on, I'm explaining. I've been on this board for 6 years. 6 years. 6 years. We never had a problem.
6 years we had trouble.
We never had a problem with our committees. Us as board members, we sit, we talk to each other, and we pick what we want to do here in the village of Dolton. What I'm saying is, I don't see a problem with that. I don't see why the mayor want power to pick our committees when we should be able to talk and work together as one and pick what we want as trustees. We do not need the mayor input for that, and don't know mayors sit on a committee that the trustees do. That's what we do as elected officials. You guys elected me to basically do any one of these committees and report back to you. That's what we do. The mayor runs the day-to-day operations. So why do he want his hands in our committees? That's my issue. I know that no other board member would speak on this, but I have no problem speaking on this because I know better. When you know better, you do better. Trustees pick their committees. Trustees talk to one another. We come together as one and we say what we want and we get along. We had no issue. There is no issue now. So I don't know why did they write a law changing it that he has complete power to basically pick our committees. I have a problem with that. I would never vote for that. So the new elected trustees, if I was them, either table it and figure out what your power is, go to the classes and understand what it is we do as trustees. The mayor wants complete power. I'm not giving him my power, my duties that I do and that I got elected to do, period. And that's for the record, Mary Kay.
Mayor, may I be recognized? May I be recognized, Mayor?
Yes, go ahead. Yeah.
You know, I've watched these meetings for the past 6 years. And the committees, that's why 6 years nothing's been done. Trustees make committees because they want to be against the mayor. That's what we witnessed for the last 4 years. They make committees just to fight against the mayor because they got personal vendettas against the mayor. It's not about giving him complete control, but it's about working with him. Me and him have a relationship. So you work with him, but I'm not going to grandstand or attack him or trying to embarrass him in public. That's what these trustees did for the past 6 years. 6 years. I've watched it, and you see nothing get done. So it's not about giving up control. It's about us working together, period, and respecting the leader of this community. And a lot of times in our community, we don't respect black leadership. So we're going to respect this man right here.
May I be recognized, Mayor?
Go ahead, Trustee Holmes.
You know, this is the new moving forward. We're not worried about what happened in the past. All I want to do is pass this right now, get it out the way, get the village moving forward, see what we can do moving forward to enhance the quality of life of people. Whatever happened in the past, that was with that old regime. This is a new regime. Let's vote.
I just want to this is our village attorney. I just want, who is also actually the attorney for several other villages, black towns and white towns. So I just want him to tell you the responsibility of the mayor and why the mayors in all these other towns throughout the United States appoint their committees.
As the mayor mentioned, I represent a number of municipalities in this area. And the format that we have here with the village president or the mayor appointing the committees is simply designed to provide order to the process. If a trustee doesn't want to serve on a particular committee, he or she can decline the appointment. But remember, committees are advisory. They're designed to help the process to move matters forward. And it only makes sense to have committees appointed by the mayor, but to let those committees work and do their thing and report to the whole board and to the public as they're doing it. So this is completely common. Now, if I may, Mayor, let me make one other minor comment. It's not a minor comment, but something that shouldn't get lost in the new agenda format. I recognize a number of people here who are what I'm going to call regulars, who come to every board meeting. The mayor was very strong on modifying the agenda format for transparency. Everybody who comes to the meetings know that we have public comment at the very end of the meeting. And by that time, especially with some of the chaos that goes on, everybody's kind of punched each other out, right? And the public comment sometimes gets very emotional, gets lost, but most importantly, it doesn't answer any questions. So what we've done, what the mayor has done, and what the board is asked to vote on, is to provide 2 public comment sessions at every board meeting. Early in the meeting, there will be a public comment session limited to agenda items. So if you see an agenda item saying we want to pass a new regulation or we've got new rules, you can ask the question, well, what's this all about? Now, hopefully, with the new committee structure, everybody will know because it will have worked its way through the process. But in any event, at the beginning of the meeting, there will be a limited public comment time for agenda-only items. And that's designed to give you, the people, the opportunity to weigh in before the vote is taken. There will still be a public comment session at the end of the meeting for general matters. Street lights out, this needs to be fixed, I'd like you to look at this problem. But I don't want to get lost in this discussion of committees, the fact that the new agenda will provide for much greater transparency and citizen input.
Thank you. I'm gonna guarantee you one thing. We're not going to be here to 1 o'clock in the morning like some of these meetings. We're not going to be here to midnight, back and forth, that arguing and stuff like that. You know, I go to some of these other villages, some of these other towns, their board meetings are over in 45 minutes. They're about the business. Goes on the agenda, it's already been discussed, they vote on it. Thank you all, have a good night. We're not going to be here to that. We're not doing that anymore. So we got a motion on the table, and let's vote on it.
On the motion to approve ordinance number 19-011, motion by Trustee Steve, second by Trustee Brown. Trustee Brown.
Aye.
Trustee Steve.
Aye.
Trustee House.
Aye.
Trustee Denton.
No.
Trustee Holmes. Aye. Trustee Henyard.
No.
4-2.
Hey. Motion carries. 4 ayes and 2 nays. Next thing on the agenda is the mayor's report. The only thing I'm going to ask you to come to Coffee with the Mayor. We hold it every second Saturday. This Saturday will be our 6-year anniversary of holding Coffee with the Mayor. Now, we've had as many as 100 people. I shouldn't say that. We've had as less as 100 people. We've had as many as 200. What we do is try to provide information, informative information. We've had congressmen, tax assessors, state senators, state representatives, healthcare people to come in to provide you with information that can help you going forward. So I ask you to come to our Coffee with the Mayor. Mario Reed's going to be here this Saturday. Last month we had Karen Yarbrough, our new clerk. So you may pick up some information that you may need. Now, May 25th at the corner of Washington and Chicago Road. May 25th. That's approximately 141st Street. At 12 o'clock, we will be dedicating and renaming Chicago Road to Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Drive. The first time up, the board voted against it. The reason I put it on the agenda because I had heard a month before that 83% of the urban communities had a Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. drive. Why would you vote against it? So they turned around and did vote for it. Also, I want to say that we named a 2-block area as honorary Wayne Adams Way. Wayne is not here today. Wayne has always been a supporter of this administration. His late wife passed away a couple years ago. We dedicated that 2-block area as Honorable Wayne Adams Way on his birthday, on his 100th birthday, April 15th. Wayne is a World War II veteran, highly decorated, 4-time Hall of Famer for race car announcing, and Wayne was one of 2 white soldiers that were willing to train black soldiers where they weren't trained by the regular army so they can be activated in fighting the war. That tells you something about Wayne. So I just want to say these are a couple of instances of things that we're moving the village of Dolton forward, and we're going to do. Oh yeah, that's right. 2 days from now, right here, from 12 to 3, is going to be the Mother's Day brunch. Okay? So many people said, well, Mayor, why did you have it on Saturday? This facility wasn't available for Saturday. If we would have had it someplace else, we would have had to pay. So we've already got close to 300, or over 300, close to over 300 people that have RSVP'd. What's that number, Elizabeth? If any of you want to RSVP, we ask that you be Dolton residents, but we've ordered food for 400 people. There's not going to be 401. It's not going to be 402. It's going to either be lower than 400 or it's going to be at 400. So that's what we ordered the food for. So please, if you want to RSVP for that, what is that, Elizabeth? 708-201-1690. 708-201-1690. Oh, and I forgot to mention the fact that they also cut out of the budget my man over here, Rashad Trish. Now, a lot of you know him. Rashad, that's all I'm going to say. He does our, and has done our, what is it called? Take Another Look. In the Sentinel newspaper, which that was also cut out. 50-20 program was cut out, where we were hiring the youth back for the summer. The Sentinel newspaper was cut out. They coming back. How do you cut out youth program to keep them working during the summer so they won't be working on you? 50-20 program, the designation that we hired 50 youth for 20 hours at $10 an hour, equates to $1,600 per student. And another thing, it wasn't just all students between 16 and 24. A lot of times the high academic students, they always get the opportunity to do jobs. So what do we do with the other students or young adults that have not, they may not be able to have a 3.8 grade average. So they have to have opportunity too. So we want to give the program and give the program for those ones that were high achievers and ones that weren't high achievers. Because everybody's not going to be a doctor, a lawyer. We need carpenters, truck drivers, plumbers, everything that's in here, everything. There's not one thing in here, including what you're wearing, don't come by truck. Everything in here that you got on, these tables, these tablecloths, that flooring, those chairs, that pink blazer you got on, somehow, somewhere, came to its final destination by a truck. So guess what? We need somebody to drive those trucks. If you look in the paper every Sunday, the #1 job category that they're looking for is truck drivers. Truck drivers. And you know why it's so high? Because, and I'm going to say this, they can't pass the piss test. They can't pee in the cup and pass it.
and you want them to pass it, because you don't want an 18-wheeler behind you to somebody that's a little bit dazed and run over you. So that's why it's so difficult to get truck drivers. But this truck driver's out here making $200,000 a year, $150,000 a year. Don't feel embarrassed to tell somebody, I'm a truck driver. That means they're employed. Rod, come on up here, Rod. That means they can bring your red bottom shoes or your Nikes. Rod, come, why don't you step out here? I want you to do someone, Rod Cheney from East West University. We have teamed up with Rod to provide scholarships for our young adults and students. I'm gonna let Rod say a few words here. He also has a presentation he'd like to make. Rod Cheney, East West University.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you very much. What a beautiful occasion. What a beautiful occasion. A new day in Dolton. Let's give yourself a nice round of applause for making this happen. I will keep this real brief. I'm from this area. I have, within my authority at East West University, I report only to the Chancellor of the University, to give scholarships to young and old in the tune of 80% of your tuition. Y'all didn't hear what I just said. I said 80% of your tuition. We talk about the debt after school, okay? 80% of that tuition being paid would take care of a lot of that debt. Am I right or wrong? We also have work-study programs, and we help people get jobs while they're in school, okay? So please, if you have anybody in your family, neighborhood, I see some people here that last time I was here, Mayor, there's some people here that actually signed up. They are in school now, and one of them made the dean's list. But on yesterday, we had a community awareness college readiness program. Everybody's very familiar with this man, how hard he works and tirelessly in the community. I want you guys really, Mr. Holmes, would you step up here, please? Let's give him a nice round of applause, please.
Okay, this plaque and award says East West University Social Awareness College Readiness Job Resource Fair. Andrew Holmes, thank you for your tireless time, dedicated service, and support of the youth of Chicagoland area.
I'd like to thank you, Andrew.
Well, this was unexpected. First and foremost, I give all praises to Christ through the prayers. I'd like to thank the mayor and the board. I'm going to take this opportunity to thank all the volunteers, Chuck, Penny, and Trini, and everybody that got out of here and grinded from one end of Dolton to the other end of Dolton. And I want to thank the village residents of Dolton for opening up your doors, just listening. Not to the bad side, but the good side. As Obama said, change coming, change is here. We're going to start working with the mayor and the trustees to build, strengthen the police department, public work, fire department, and also build up the village of Dolton. Dolton is a place where you're supposed to come and live and rest and enhance the quality of life. And as I stated, and I tell them all, now when you come to Dolton, if you think about doing any crime, you might well turn around because it's a new time.
Thank you, Mr. Holmes, for all your community service. Your East West University appreciates the city of Dolton and the mayor, Rogers, for what he's done in this community. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay, the next thing on the agenda, oh,
Well, you know, first of all, where's Jonah at? I want to thank our vendors for providing food. Jonah Robinson from JR Chicken, he's in the back. He's also the president. He's the president of the Chamber of Commerce for Dolton. We're going to enhance that chamber. We have some of our other vendors that have bought food too, but please, you have to support these local vendors. And you know why there's so many people left in this room right now? Because we told them we're going to give them some food. I learned early on that, you know, if you serve the food first and you give the prizes away first, by the time of your end of your speech, there's nobody here to hear you. So I'm going to ask that we skip citizens' address and ask for an adjournment here. Can I get a motion to adjourn? Yes.
May I be recognized just 1 minute?
Yes, go ahead.
Just 1 minute before we adjourn. You know, I just want to pass this to my mama, because without her, I wouldn't be me. Mama, will you come and get this?
Okay, I didn't know his mother was in the audience.
And also, real quick, where's my grandbaby, Kiara? You know, I lost my daughter 2 years ago. And I know my daughter would have been here, and I know she's still here. But, you know, to keep moving forward, I take care of my grandbaby, and it's my grandbaby. Thank you, Mayor.
All right, good. And since we went there, Ed, Steve, his parents are here. I think they traveled the furthest from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Yeah. Yes.
Come on up.
Come on up, Mom and Dad. They're actually from Pittsburgh, but they live in Atlanta. And they came up here and see their youngest son get sworn in. Right up here, Mom. They've been married right now for 46, 47 years.
47 years,
Yeah.
okay.
47 right now? 46 years.
46.
And that's my pops right there.
Yeah, look just like Ed.
And anybody
Ed
know
looks like him.
your first hero as a young black boy is your dad. And that was him my whole life. You got a good picture?
All right. And Tammy Brown, you know, we promoted Tammy during this campaign, and we promoted them all by the first name because there was another Brown in this race. We didn't want any confusion. So we said Andrew, Tammy, and Ed. Look for that first name on the ballot. So we promoted Tammy like that. And Tammy, you know, I'm so happy that Tammy got elected, especially with all the naysayers that said, hey, nobody knows her. But Tammy's parents are here too, I guess.
Yes, I have my mother, stand up, Mom, my sisters, my niece, my cousin, also my campaign manager that worked me to death. Stand up, Chuck.
Chuck, yeah.
Thank you.
Tammy had her own individual campaign manager. And when Tammy was out there, Tammy and Ed's out there, and the snow was like this, and it was 25 below zero. Chuck was in the car, rolled down the window and said, keep going. Y'all spending too much time at that door. He rolled the window back up and turned the heat up. But I'm gonna tell you, they were courageous, and you know, in the wintertime, it's difficult to run these campaigns, knock on doors, get people to open up. So I see people line up for food. We got some great entertainment for you here tonight.
One more thing. I couldn't go home if I didn't acknowledge my wife.
Oh yeah, definitely.
My wife and my two daughters, Naja and Zahira. And my wife was there with me, and my daughter helped me out.
Great. All right, can I get a German? We got to introduce the band. We got Tony Wilson here. Tony is a resident of Dolton. He's going to perform for us tonight. Then we got the Vance Kelly Band. This is a celebration for us tonight.
And then we got Mr. Logan over there on the sound. He provided all the sound for us here. And that food line is getting real long. We got our police officers here, our chief, our department heads, Janice, Matt Stacy, our engineer. So I hope I didn't miss anybody. And I'm Madam Clerk. We need a motion to adjourn. Okay. And we're going to get a motion to adjourn.
May I be recognized, Mayor?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to get recognized real quick before I get in trouble. Steve, you brought something up. I got to recognize my better half, Helen Riley.
Helen works for us in the Public Works Department. Okay. Can we get a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Okay.
Second.
It's been motioned and second to adjourn. Roll call.
Trustee Brown.
Aye.
Logan.
Trustee Steve.
Logan.
Aye.
Trustee House. Trustee Denton. Trustee Holmes. Trustee Henyard.
Okay, this meeting's adjourned. Get to know your neighbor, talk, you can network. We're gonna have some food, some entertainment.